kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, "We don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision."
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
By Malcolm Butler.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. This is taken at the 18. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Jaguars nothing.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 19 and a first down.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. On 1st down, Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
57. Mike, 57. Check. 57 to Mike. Play. 3 buds. Switch. Go.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Henry on the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run the counter with Cook. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
He was brought down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes it in. and touchdown, Jacksonville.
Josh Lambo.
D.D. Westbrook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Titans 14, Jaguars 7.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Darrington Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Westbrook now on the return. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphreys. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here comes Westbrook. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Handoff comes to Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They run it again with Cook. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down at the
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give to Cook out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars! Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Check 50. Kill.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's go, D. 57's the mic. Mark 57. Go. Hey, check Mike 57.
From the 24, Tannehill flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's good.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And the busy night for Henry continues. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Waiting. Coming to you. Hey, check. Rip. 57. Quick. That's the way. 57's Mike 57.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Get ready. Kill. Play. Sponge. No.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Titans 21. Jaguars
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in there.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 11 on
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Back now in Nashville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff to Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
117, 117. I got truth this side. We got 3. Hey, check Mike. Hurry. 57.
Tannehill now to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Oh, that does a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Derrick Henry on
the tackle made by Caleb on Chason.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it again with Henry. They find some open field here. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They begin with Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do.